Hey, how's it going everybody? Kevin Fickling here, back with another video. I'm gonna do something a little different this time. I'm gonna unbox a really exciting new lens that I just got in. All right, let's cut open into this thing and see what we got inside. So the Leicas, all the cameras and the bodies and lenses, they come in this outer box here, just kind of like a shipping protection that shows the inner box in here. Pull this out. Get rid of this one here. All right. So here we have the black chrome APO Summicron 50mm f2 for M mount. This is a special edition. They only made 700 of these. So it's a pretty rare piece and I'm excited to get my hands on it. Let's see what's inside here. Typical Leica box here. Have your warranty cards and your manuals and stuff up top here. This nice die cut foam. All right, so inside the box, you have another box in here. This is where the lens is housed. The nicer Leica lenses generally come in these bigger boxes like this, where you have your lens pouch separate. Then you have another box here that contains a lens. Pull these two out. A lot of things that people don't realize too is a lot of times these leather pouches have hidden treasures inside of them. Sometimes there's the lens caps if you use or don't use the hood and stuff inside here. So I don't know for sure, but let's see if there's anything in here. I don't know, it doesn't look like this one. Okay, this one doesn't come with anything special. Maybe it's in this box. All right, let's check this out. You have your nice little jewel box here. Do the strap. All right, there we go. Inside, you have your black chrome APO Summicron. All right, so I have the regular black APO here that I'm gonna be selling actually because I have this limited edition version now, but this one's actually aluminum, and the one in here is brass. So I'm actually kind of curious to see how heavy it is comparatively, because that's actually a very light lens. Let's check this out. Wow, okay, that is like insanely dense and hefty. You have the metal lens cap here, your traditional plastic Leica cap in the back. It says made in Germany here, and it's like insanely solid built. Wow, that's crazy. All right, you have your hood here, which also feels like brass to me, and you have a reverse cap. Oh yeah, definitely solid brass hood. You can tell right away from the weight. So yeah, that's how your pouch is inside there. Put that out. Put this off to the side. All right, here we are. Your APO Summicron f2 50mm for M mount in the black chrome finish. What's really unique about this is that it has this scallop style body here, which kind of lends itself to the old style Leica lenses, like the 50mm rigid that they made back in the day, one of the first Summicrons that came out. So I just absolutely love this scalloped lens design. And I have a few others that look like that. So on the Frankfurt edition here, this actually has, it's a silver chrome lens, and it has a scalloped hood. This is a Summilux 50, but you can see the hoods here are a similar shape. Obviously being the Summilux, it's a little bigger, but the body's a similar shape here. This one's just in the silver chrome versus a black chrome. So I don't have any black chrome lenses, so I was kind of excited to add this to the collection. So the scalloped lenses are typically quite valuable and they continue to rise in price. So this is a bit more expensive than the regular APO, but they're kind of gone crazy in price. So I was able to find a nice deal on one of these, brand new in the box. So I'm excited to shoot this thing, get it on some cameras and see how it looks. All right, let's throw the hood on this thing. Okay, the cap is also brass, which sometimes, even though they're metal, they can be aluminum, which isn't really good or bad. It's just the brass feels a little more solid. Wow, so pretty. Looks nice. You have this clip-on lens shade here, which is also kind of lends back to the old school lenses. Put this thing on here. Wow, nice feel. Focus is a little stiff. I'm sure that will break in as you get used and the grease kind of wears in here. Aperture ring feels actually pretty similar in weight to the normal APO. But yeah, let's put them side by side here. Let's check it out. All right. So you can see the black chrome is a bit taller with the lens hood. So I have the lens hood fully extended here. The normal APO has a built-in lens hood here. So you just spin it to go out. The black chrome, unfortunately, I love the look of this lens hood, but in my opinion, it's a design flaw on Leica's behalf. So with this one and this lens, these beautiful lens hoods cannot be used with filters, which is a big bummer. So f2, you don't have as much of a problem outdoors, but when you get into the 1.4s and some of the Noctiluxes and stuff like that, if you have this clip-on style lens hood, you cannot use the hood and a filter at the same time. It's incredibly frustrating. You can actually have this hood modified by Leica to be able to basically remove this part, and they add a threaded insert into there. But with this one, I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, it's kind of an annoying thing with this hood. that you can't use filters. For me, when I have a hood on it, I'm not super worried about having the UV for protection. I use my hoods all the time because it really increases contrast, reduces flare, and really just gets you the best performance out of the lens. But the filters that I use most often are actually ND filters. So, and the APO for me is best on the monochrome, and having a little bit of a higher base ISO, sometimes it makes it harder to shoot wide open. The APO lenses are really designed to shoot wide open. The designer, Peter Karb, has said basically, you only stop the lens down not to increase the performance, but just to increase the depth of field. So the performance, edge-to-edge sharpness basically doesn't change on the APO lenses, whether it's the 35 or the 50, but it's mostly just to increase your depth of field. Let's see. All right, so we got black chrome on a black chrome. Wow, that is like very heavy, feels super solid. I think it looks really nice on there. It's on the M10 monochrome here, which is my absolute favorite combo to have the APO on. This looks super nice. Yeah, it feels good. Nice scallops. It's good feel to the lens. Nice and hefty. I'm excited to get this thing out and shoot it. The 50 APO on the M10 monochrome is my absolute favorite combo for this camera. I literally wouldn't even mind a Q style camera made with the monochrome with the 50 if they just glued the APO onto it. It's really the only lens I ever use on this camera. I'm actually not a huge fan of the APO on color. I know it's the highest performance. If you want ultimate image quality and sharpness, it's amazing for that. But for me, I prefer to have more character, and I don't know how to explain this. It's not a scientific thing, but for some reason, when you put the 50 APO on the M10 monochrome, it is an absolute magical combo. Somehow I think the color distracts less, and you get more character out of the lens. And in black and white, I've created some of my favorite images I've ever taken with the 50 APO. So really for me, I already know what to expect performance-wise of this lens because it is the same optics as the standard lens, but just that solid brass construction and the look of this body is just absolutely next level for me. It's fun to put the lenses on different bodies and things like that, see how they look. So I'm gonna swap this thing around here. Couple different cameras on the Frankfurt edition here, see how it looks. I've actually never, like I said, this is my first black chrome lens in a long time, so not sure. Oh, that actually looks really nice. Good size on there. The APO is such a compact lens, it's really nice, and the regular one's even more compact, but this one's super small, nice and compact, lightweight as a setup as a whole, but still very dense. It's kind of interesting, but yeah, looks great on the Frankfurt edition. And I'll compare it to that other silver chrome lens here that I was talking about. So this is the Zoom Alexa spherical. It's the modern design, but in the old school scallop style body. And next to the APO black chrome here. So you can kind of see the differences. You know, the Zoom Alexa is quite a bit bigger because it is a 1.4 versus a f2. So, you know, the front lens hood there is a little bit different. And so the thing is, you'll see ventilated lens shades used as a term. So like on this lens here, you actually see vents on the side here. So the reason that is when you have a larger lens hood like this, it actually can block your rangefinder. So what they do is they cut these vents in here to kind of allow your viewfinder to be seen, to be able to frame your subject better. It definitely helps a little bit. I think it looks really cool. But the thing is on the APO here is that I don't think the lens hood is really big enough to block the viewfinder window. So having it ventilated, they didn't have to do, I guess, on this. So that kind of makes sense. Like I said, it's a bit smaller in diameter than the Zoom Alexa here. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. I just wanted to take a first look at the APO and kind of get my first impressions. I've never done an unboxing like this where, you know, I haven't handled the lens before or something like that. So just wanted to try something a little different. I'm gonna put a few shots from the normal APO on there, same optics like I said. Put a few of my photos that kind of some favorites that I've taken over the years so you can really see the performance. They were all taken on the M10 monochrome. Like I said, my favorite combination. So I hope you enjoy those images and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.